Hi, R. Okay, we're going to look at your resume here, and thank you for being patient with me until I could get to it. All right, I'm going to look. Oh, yeah, also thank you for taking out your information. That way I can make this video for you, which I hope helps you understand what a recruiter or a hirer might see in your resume, hidden below, hidden inside, you know. It also helps other people learn. I'm hoping that these videos, as I get them out, help people in the future learn what a recruiter sees, what a hirer sees in a resume. I am not a hirer, I'm a career consultant, but I know exactly what recruiters are looking for. I'm friended with like 700 of them. So they post what they look for and what they see in videos similar to this from time to time. Also, I have had a little experience myself, but not too much. Still, I can see things in resumes that people don't usually see. Anyway, all right, work experience, Trimble Company of VA, System Project Manager contract version. All right, March, April, May, June. So this was a 4-month contract. I'm glad you have the word contract in there because that doesn't make sense unless I see the word contract. Assist project managers in planning and executing door and hardware projects according to the client's specifications. All right, yeah, that's nice and clear. All right, cool. Accurately and timely input all door, frame, and hardware orders into vendor system. Great. Really good. All right. Review architectural plans and specifications to understand project requirements and scope. I'm not seeing anything wrong with any of this here. This is fantastic so far. Communicate with suppliers and manufacturers to obtain technical information on door and hardware products and materials. Very clear. Conduct field measurements to ensure accurate installation of doors and hardware and making necessary adjustments to plans and drawings. Yeah. I can see your skills. Like, your skills are very clear within those sentences. Awesome. All right, Wells Fargo, Senior Fraud and Claims Operations Representative. Evaluated. Okay, so. No, all right, yep. See, I notice tense changes because I used to be an English teacher. Evaluated. Okay, now you've switched to past tense. Totally fine. You've got that perfect. It's your present tense as your current or just recent past is fine. You could probably switch it to past tense at this point. This is a literal nitpick and the tiniest of nitpicks, and you do not have to take it whatsoever. It's just me being an English teacher. I would get hung up on that, but it's actually exactly what I want to see. Current job, current tense, everything else past tense. And yeah, you've got it. I can see already you've got everything else past tense. That's wonderful. All right, evaluated and determined the validity of claims and take appropriate action to resolve disputes in a timely and effective manner. Okay, so the words timely and effective manner tend to be very overused. You could literally just take the in a timely and effective manner, just take that out. This is very clear, very good skill right there. Like this whole sentence. My highlighting may be slightly off. I have lost a mouse pad, so I am working on a piece of paper, and that slides around, and so I can't really highlight as well as I'd like. So my new mouse pad comes in. Oh, the fun of having spilled something on your mouse pad, and it makes it unusable. Yeah. So, all right, research complex investigations and analysis of customer transactions to detect and prevent fraud and policy violations. Great, that's a huge amount of skills there. That's fantastic. You could also break that up into further skills. Research complex investigations and analysis. Like, how did you analyze? How did you research these complex investigations? What did you investigate within them? Not, you don't need specifics. I want to know like programs that you used, methods that you used. Like, those could be really valuable on your resume. Although this is very clear. So just have a think about adding a little bit more detail, maybe even an additional bullet point in there. Evaluated and determined the validity of claims and take appropriate action to resolve disputes. See, again, with the timely and effective manner. You only need it once. You've got it twice here. And wait, look, wait, what? It's the same thing twice. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. All right. Go into more depth about this. Obviously, get rid of this one, and then you should have enough under Wells Fargo. All right. Equifax conducted quality assurance reviews 100 background screenings per day for corporate client accounts. Good. Analyzed physical court documents, prior records, and case pages to correctly verify applicant criminal history. Wonderful. Collaborated with customer representatives, researchers, court clerks, and vendors to monitor investigative rechecks and turnaround times. Yeah. All right. Maintain strong relationships with clients by providing exceptional customer service and prompt responses to inquiries, resulting in a high rate of customer satisfaction and repeat business. Love it. You don't have any percentages in here. You don't need it. That's totally fine. Promote and maintain a culture of compliance within the organization by training and educating staff on the importance of compliance and consequences of non-compliance. Wonderful. Like, I can see your skills so clearly within this. That's great. Pardon if you hear the alarm, the fire engine going by there. I don't live on a busy street, but I live near a busy street. It's like a little offshoot right next to the busy street. So, and I'm higher up, so I always see it go by and hear it. All right, provided honey baked ham. All right, so you've got more of the catering. This was more of a first job. Fine. Provided exceptional customer service, greeting clients with a smile and upbeat attitude. Sure. Quickly identified customer needs and relevant products, resulting in a tailored customer experience. Yep. Routinely trained. See, this is great already for a retail level job. The way you've put this is great. Routinely trained entry-level staff and educated on store procedures. Completed basic clerical work, including credit card machine data entries and email and phone correspondence. Streamlining daily procedures to improve workplace productivity. Yeah. You could not have listed a retail job better. This makes your retail job look like you were way higher up than you actually were. And that's like great. I love the way that you've done that. Okay, so education, Radford University. You've got a Bachelor's of Science. I'm guessing you've graduated in that, and Virginia Western Community College before that. Awards, you've got awards in economics. All right, and your technical skills right at the bottom here. Love the way you've done your technical skills here. What I like to see, instead of a skills category below, I like to see them actually within the wording here. I don't actually like the skills category that everybody is saying that everybody should have, but I like the way you've done it. I would like to see these words sprinkled wherever they make sense, but your wording's really, really clear in general. So maybe like add in additional Wells Fargo bullet point where you use MS Office. You've already used the word research. That was great. You've used the word compliance. So maybe a few of these program names. Where's your programs? What programs did you use? You used more than Microsoft Office for all of this. Tell me what program names you used. They are important. People forget that program names are the skill a lot of the times. Soft skills, you've got them. That's totally fine. And I see these each, especially in this job. Definitely, I see it in this job. This one, yeah. So yeah, I like your soft skills that you've put here. Do I like soft skills as a category? No, but the way you've done it is spot on. All right. Your resume is great. Why are you having trouble finding jobs? I already know the answer. You're missing one major section that you need to put on your resume. You're missing an objective statement or an executive summary. At this point, you could probably get into executive summary. There is a difference between objective statement and executive summary. Objective statement is a simple looking for X job in Y field sort of sentence. Apologies, I am getting a phone call. Let me pause this video. I need to see if this is actually working for me. Okay, yeah, it is working again. Great. All right, sorry about that. All right, so yeah, so your resume, you're missing telling people what job you want next. That's it. You need a looking for statement, an objective, looking for a I'm going to guess, economics job in the whatever field, or an X job in the economics field. You need at least that. Or you could say, with an executive statement, professional, project manager looking for the next position in the economics field, skilled in accurately and timely project managing. You need to throw some keywords of like what you believe you're good in. Just like give me 2 or 3 things in a sentence that you really specialize, the thing that you really love to do the most. Put that into, that sentence. Professional, skilled in blah blah blah, A, B, C. Once you do that, and then you can list a little bit more, like looking for full time in the VA area. Something like that. Look up executive summaries to give you a better idea of what one might look like for you at your level. And I think that's about all you need. I think that's really the only thing missing here with your resume. Just recruiters don't know what you want to do next. They're seeing that you qualify for a bunch, but they don't know what you want. You've had quite a bit, project manager, fraud and claims, quality assurance, sales and catering. Which one of these would you like to do next, or do you have something, a next step that you want to take? A resume is about the past and the present, but it's also about your future. So you're missing the future part. And I do believe that's really the only thing that you're missing. I'm going to pause this video again and see if there's anything that we chatted about, because I don't look at what we've chatted about prior, because I don't want that to influence the way that I see your resume. So thankfully, it's been quite a few days. I've kind of forgotten what we've chatted about, where you're struggling, all that, if we've had any conversation. And I want to go back and look at that and see now if that matches in with anything that I'm seeing here. Okay, I read about what we talked about on Reddit. And you don't have a grasp of what your skills are, but it's very obvious that you do from your resume. So you've got a disconnect, I'm guessing, with what a skill is and what you've actually put on your own resume, because your resume is perfect, minus the little mentions I've said to do. Your resume is perfect. Your resume is one of the better ones that I've seen. 8 out of 10 points, I'd say. So if you've got a disconnect and you can't see your own skills in this, kind of guessing you've just been kind of blinded by the search and you're just feeling confused. So I help with that. I actually have an entire program that helps with that. You're really clear on your skills. You just don't know you're clear on your skills. So literally the only thing you would need is the way to determine what your skills are. How to see it for yourself, what I'm seeing, how to see it for yourself. I literally have a program designed to do that. And realistically, the only thing that you would need is that part of that program that shows you how to determine what your skills are. And then, of course, kind of determining what you also mentioned on Reddit, kind of determining what you should be looking for. What jobs next? Now, that's going to be more of your choice here. Your skills are clear. You're qualified for a lot. Can I show you exactly what I'm seeing? Yeah, I could list it out like word by word. Let me do a few of them for you. Assist project manager in planning and executing door and hardware projects according to client specifications. Okay, so you assisted a project manager because you are an assistant. Therefore, you're not a full project manager, but you know the general project manager outlines. So therefore, you then qualify for a similar assistant project manager titles, at least. Well, there is a system in this world that we don't realize is a system. If you qualify for one, you're just barely qualified for the next level up. So you are qualified for project manager jobs just based on this title alone, but it is a contract. It is only a few months. So you only have 4 months of experience under your belt. Therefore, going for small company project manager titles or large company assistant project manager titles, getting one more of those under your belt for about a year or 2 years would be possibly a good next step for you if you wanted to continue with the project manager line. That's the skill that I'm seeing. That's what I know you can do in terms of other jobs. Just from these, basically this whole sentence, like, but in general, it's maybe somewhere around here and this title. That's what I'm reading just from those words. And then executing door and hardware projects according to client specifications. So, all right, you have the skill of reading client specification documents. Check. A recruiter is going to look at that checkbox. Okay, you can read client documentation. Great. You can read plans, hardware project plans. Therefore, he could probably read other project plans. Something probably more in the range of something more physical as opposed to like an e-commerce website or something. You know, it could be definitely more like item based. Let me, you know, like you could read projects designed for canning processes. That's a physical thing. It's a hardware thing. You could probably do anything in that line. Therefore, you're probably qualified just with this. Well, pretty much the rest of this sentence there. You're qualified for manufacturing project manager, at least assistant, if not project manager titles. That's from one sentence. That is what I can surmise of your skills from one sentence. What about the rest of it? I'm not going to make this a long video and go into all of it, but if you're that qualified for those type of titles just with one sentence, what else could this be? What else could you do with the rest of all of this? It's going to be up to you to choose a field to go into. You're not limited by your skills here. You're limited by your like imagination of what you're qualified for. So really all we need to do is help you see your own skills and then know what those skills can be used for, what titles they can be used for out in the world. Right? That's what I'm seeing here. So, and yeah, so if you are interested, yes, I have a program that literally does that. It's like literally the only program that I do. You just seemingly you happen to fit the program, at least in part. The part where it kind of figures out what your skills are and shows you your own skills, and the part that helps you read through the bullshit of job ads to see what you're qualified for. Those two things are pretty much the parts that you need in that course, and the rest of it's just going to be easy sauce for you. You've already done it. You've already got the sentence structure all laid out and everything. So yes, I believe you would be a really good fit for the program I happen to have, and it does cost money. Up to you. If you want to chat with me about it, we can get on a call. I can explain it more to you, and if this is something that you really want help with. Yeah, I think that would probably be the best way to get you up and searching for really cool titles, because you're nearly at mid-level manager. You're at manager level, so you're at like high mid-level to almost a director, but you're stuck right here, and you're qualified for here. Okay, I'll end this video for now. Let you think about it. Give me a contact if you do want to move forward. I'll explain more. I actually can't even accept people into my program at this minute, not till next week, possibly later in the next week. I am redoing the back end of my site a little bit, just changing some stuff. And so it means everything's broken. So then I got to change it and then fix it all. But yeah, like you could start on this pretty fast if you wanted to, after I can accept people in again. But yeah, hope this helps and it gives you some clarity on what you really have already and what you could be. Okay. See you later.